Have you ever felt something so strong that you couldn't even explain it in words? Maybe it was stress, anger, excitement, or even confusion. And no matter how hard you tried, you just couldn't find the right words to describe it. That feeling of being stuck where your thoughts are, but you can't fully express them, is something almost everyone experiences. For many people, that's where art comes in. Art becomes a way to speak without using words. It becomes a way to show what you feel instead of trying to explain it. Hello everyone, my name is Kenneth Flintroy, and today I'm going to talk about the importance of visual art as a form of self-expression. As someone who is interested in drawing, visual storytelling, and creative design, I've personally experienced how art can reflect thoughts, emotions, and identity in ways words sometimes can't. There have been times where I've created something and it has ended up expressing exactly how I felt without me even realizing it at first. Visual art includes things like drawing, painting, sculpture, photography, and digital design. These forms allow people to communicate visually rather than verbally, which can be especially important when words fall short. This topic matters because most people use art every day to express emotions, cope with stress, and show how they see themselves and the world around them, even if they don't always realize it. Today, I'm going to explain how visual art helps emotional expression, strengthens identity and creativity, and supports mental health and personal growth. My point one is emotional expression. First, visual art allows people to express emotions in a powerful and meaningful way. Art gives people a nonverbal way to communicate feelings that might be difficult to explain. Sometimes emotions are complex, overwhelming, or even confusing, and trying to put them into words just doesn't feel right. But through art, those same emotions can be shown clearly. For example, someone might use dark colors, heavy shading, or chaotic lines to express sadness, anger, or frustration. On the other hand, bright colors, smooth lines, and open space might represent happiness, calmness, and freedom. Art becomes a visual representation of emotion. Even in my own experience, when I draw or design something, I notice that the mood affects what I create. If I'm stressed, my work might look more intense or detailed. If I'm relaxed, it might feel open and simple. That shows how closely connected art and emotions really are. According to a 2022 study from the National Library of Medicine, visual art has been used as a powerful form of communication across cultures and time periods. This means that even before modern language developed the way it has today, people were already using visual art to express ideas and emotions. In addition, research shows that creative expression helps people process emotions instead of holding them inside. When emotions are expressed through art, it can make them easier to understand and manage. So instead of keeping everything bottled up, art gives those emotions somewhere to go and give those emotions somewhere to go, and that can be very important for emotional health. Now that we understand how art helps people express emotions, let's look at how it helps build identity and creativity. Visual art also plays a major role in helping people discover and express who they are. Through art, people can explore their personal experiences, beliefs, culture, and values. The choices someone makes in their artwork, like colors, styles, symbols, subjects, often reflect their personality and identity. Art becomes a mirror of the individual. For example, someone might create artwork based on their childhood, their culture, or challenges they faced over time. This helps them better understand themselves and communicate that identity to others. Art also allows people to express individuality in a way that is unique to them. No two people create art in the exact same way. even if they are given the same tools or instructions. According to educational research from Radford College, visual art encourages individually and allows people to express ideas in creative and personal ways. In addition to identity, art also builds creativity, which is a skill that goes beyond just making art. Creativity helps with problem solving, thinking in new ways, and adapting to different situations. When people create art, they are constantly making decisions what to draw, how to design it, what colors to use. These decisions strengthen creative thinking and helping people develop their own voice and perspective. In a world where people are often influenced by trends or expectations, art gives individuals the freedom to be original and authentic. Now that we've explored identity and creativity, let's move on to how visual art supports mental health and personal growth. Visual art is also extremely important when it comes to mental health and overall well-being. Creating art can act as a form of stress relief. When people are focused on drawing, painting, or designing, it allows them to take a break from stress and focus their mind on something positive and productive. Art creates a sense of calm and focus. For many people, art becomes a safe place, a place where they can express emotions freely without fear of judgment. This is especially important for people who struggle to talk about their feelings. According to research published in Frontiers in Human Neuroscience by Christopher W. Tyler, engaging in visual arts can improve emotional regulation and overall psychological well-being. Art therapy is also widely used to help individuals cope with trauma, anxiety, and depression. In these settings, people use art to explore their thoughts and emotions in a way that feels safe and controlled. Studies have shown that creating art can reduce anxiety levels, improve mood, and increase self-awareness. It can also help people better understand their emotions and experiences. Over time, this leads to personal growth. When people reflect on their artwork, they often learn more about themselves, their thoughts, their feelings, and even their goals. This makes art not just a creative activity, but also a tool for self-discovery and healing. So overall, art doesn't just look good, it actually plays a role in improving mental health and emotional health. And in conclusion, finally, visual art is more than something we simply look at. It's something we use to understand ourselves and communicate with each other. Whether it's drawing, painting, photography, or digital design, visual art is a part of everyday life, even if we don't always recognize it. Today, I explained how visual art helps people express emotion, build identity and creativity, and improve mental health. Visual art is an essential form of self-expression because it allows individuals to communicate feelings, explore who they are, and support their emotional well-being. And to end this, art gives a voice to what words cannot express. It allows people to turn thoughts into visuals. It allows people to turn thoughts into visuals, emotions into meaning, and experiences into something others can see and understand. That's what makes art one of the most powerful forms of human expression. Thank you.